Folks, I'm in the Bay Area. We just did a little introduction with the GMC EV Denali. To get that one in this backyard, they had to use a crane to bring it in here. And that's the type of stuff we expect on this channel. So they gave me the keys. We are going to jump in it, drive around the Bay Area, and just get an initial feel for it. Tomorrow there's a competition which I intend on winning by a lot. And that's just how this is going to go. This is a unbelievable setting here. I don't know if you guys have seen Moana, but the Tafiti is right there. She's sitting right there in the yard, the heart of Tafiti. So we're going to get in the GMC EV Sierra Denali and see what we think. Now, there's a couple updates to the 2025 GMC Sierra EV. We're going to go through them right now. Max range on this thing, 460 miles or 740 kilometers for those of you up in Canada. And we also have some Canada updates I'll talk about at the bottom here. There's also a new battery available now, the extended range at 390 miles on a full charge. DC fast charging up to 350 kilowatts, enabling 100 miles of range in about 10 minutes on a charger that's working. It also has Power Station Pro, which offers 10.2 kilowatts of off-boardable electric power with available power bar. 760 horsepower, 785 pound-feet of torque, and up to 10,500 pounds max trailering capacity. 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. Air ride adaptive suspension. I'm surprised by this. You can only lower the truck by approximately 2 inches, raise or lower by approximately 2 inches, where the Rivian I have, I mean, it's crazy the range that you can go, but it rides really well. We were on the Hummer EV on the way over here. Rides really nice. It also has crab walk, which we will show you. 16.8 inch digital display, 14 inch display here in front of you, diagonal, and then, it's a 14 inch multicolored heads up display, which you guys can't see. And then you have the 11 inch diagonal display here. Now for you Canadians, 2025 GMC Sierra EV Denali arriving at dealers with an all-in starting price of $118,599, and then the max range all-in price $122,599. So this is affordable to middle-class, low-income families, to everyone in the world. There's no reason you wouldn't buy this. Overall, the comfort when you get here, steering wheel is excellent. It was also cool listening to the lady who is like the chief of design for the interiors of these things talk about the open pores, and this is like real wood, and then you have Denali over here, and then those coordinates that you can see up there are where Mount Denali is. So I thought that was a nice little touch. It does feel like a luxurious car, but we got to drive it and see how it is. Let's not wreck it. There's a golf course right over there, and my tempt. Why do they tempt me like this? Porsche Cayenne. Lady thinks she's on the Nürburgring. Oh yeah. What I love about electric vehicles in general is the fact that something like this weighs, we'll put the weight at the bottom of the screen. I think it's around 10,000, something crazy, like 10,000 pounds, might be 11. You can't believe that something this heavy can move in such an easy manner with just no effort, no sound. There is some piped in like manufactured sounds to give you some sense of speed, but it just drives really nicely, and then the air suspension gives you that extra cushion in the vehicle while giving you some adjustability. I mean, I've driven it 100 feet and you can just feel how the quality is really good. Now, surprisingly, in comparison to my Rivian, which is in the same price range, can get up to the same price range, my Rivian's loud. It has some NVH that comes up through the suspension. It's not great. Whereas this really eats it up. This feels like you're in, maybe we shouldn't say it doesn't feel like you're in a Land Rover. It feels like you're in a Denali. It feels like you're in a luxury vehicle. The Cybertruck also has that surprisingly quality feel to it. Very quiet. This lady's walking her dog in the center of the road. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry to bother you. I'm just driving a car on the road. Ooh, look at these trees. Dude, what do people do here? Just print money? I should see if they need a guy to help print the money. I mean, I could do that. Big thank you to GMC for inviting me out to this event. This is the first event that I've been flown out. They are not paying me. They did pay for my travel to get here, so they're not paying me to say anything. They gave me no guidance on the video. They simply gave me the resources to ask any questions I need to make the best video I can. So I really appreciate them for doing that. And I should also be reviewing the Hummer EV coming up soon. So some nice features on the interior of the GMC Sierra Denali EV. It's a lot to say. Quilting on the seats here. I was trying to listen to the lady who designed it, and she was saying how this brings you into the seat. And I agree, like, it does add a sense of you get in the car and you go, oh, look at that. Oh, okay. Heated and cooled seats. There's also a setting where the heat can be just up here to go on your upper back. This button right here, it's the Thor hammer. That puts it into hammer time, which adds 6 horsepower to the car and 100 pounds-feet of torque, taking it from 785 to 885 pound-feet of torque for a short period of time. The other thing, the air suspension has 4 different settings, which you can adjust by a button over here. The other really great thing, 439 miles of range on this thing. Everyone complains about range. Electric vehicles don't have enough range. This has more than enough range, so that's excellent. So you can actually use the onboard power to power things if you're at a tailgate or a birthday party or camping or remote. You have a ton of power in this thing to keep going while you're at a site. You also have a digital rear view mirror. If you don't want it to be digital, you just want the traditional, you click it down and it turns into a normal mirror, and then you click it up and it turns into a screen again. So that takes some getting used to, but it's nice that they have both as a feature. You also have a mix of the touchscreen. You have the touchscreen, which seems to be fairly responsive, but then you also have some buttons down here that you can toggle on and off as you are getting used to the vehicle. So you have a mix of both, which I think is a nice compromise. So we are currently running GM's Super Cruise, which is really nice. You have this green light bar that pops up here. I have it set to 64 miles per hour, but 56 is what we're currently going at with the speed of traffic. If I put my turn signal on, it will change lanes. But there's some customization here. You can see it says My Mode. You see this little pencil here? Click that. You can change your steering feel, 3 different settings. Your suspension, 3 different settings. Your acceleration feel, relaxed, normal, adrenaline. Motor sound you can change, and all of that. And then outside of that, you can then hit the hammer, which adds a bunch of torque to the vehicle. And this thing is quick. All right, so we decided to take it to the Golden Gate Bridge. Ride quality is excellent. Love Super Cruise. Sound system is excellent. It feels as it should. For something that costs as much as this does, it feels as it should. The other thing to note is, yes, this model is expensive. They're coming out with the full product line, I think early 2025. They'll have the AT4. The entire product line will be released with cheaper variants, not as much range, but this whole package is excellent. I would say my biggest complaint is just the size of the battery pack that you need for this adds so much weight to the vehicle that it makes it kind of ridiculous, but everyone complains about range, and this delivers on range, and battery technology isn't there yet in terms of energy densities. So it gets the range, but it does weigh a lot, but it rides great. It does everything really well, and I'm enjoying it. The only way I'm staying warm here at the Golden Gate Bridge is with my waffle knit Into the AM sweater. They make this in a sweater, they make it in a hoodie, and underneath I have my Into the AM athletic tee on. At INTOTHEAM.com, use code Gjeebs to save 10% off their website, and that's stackable with any sales that they have going on. Into the AM, thank you for keeping me warm in this video. So one of the most unique features about this truck, I've never seen this, is the Multi-Pro midgate with a 60-40 split. So you are able to still keep a passenger in the rear of the car while expanding the bed space up to 10 feet 1 inches. It is insane. You could keep a full canoe when you fold the lift gate down all the way to the front here. This is really unique, and this glass pops out as well. So this is crazy. The front, the tire pressure here, we pulled up this screen, 59 PSI. So then I opened up the door to see what the PSI is supposed to be. It's supposed to be 61 in the front and 68 PSI in the rear. I have never driven a car that has that high of tire pressure, and it's supposed to be there. Normal cars are between like 31 and 36 PSI. Teslas run at like 42 PSI. On XL rated tires, you run at a higher tire pressure for lower rolling resistance. I just can't believe how high this is. While we're sitting in traffic here, I want to show you the center console. So you have an inductive charger here. It actually charges the phone through this wood here, which is impressive. And if you want to get rid of this and open up some space, you can do that. Exposes 2 USB-C outlets, and, which this is rare, I've never seen it where you can get rid of your cup holders. Since there's no transmission, this is really cavernous, so you're able to open up this entire space with the addition of opening up this space down here. So being able to hide your cup holders and then use this space if you need to, really unique feature. And then it all comes back together and closes up with a luxurious finish. Nice job, GMC. So we're on a really tight technical road, as you can see here. It's just beautiful scenery, but the all-wheel steering makes it so much more nimble for a car that's this size, this length and width. I mean, Andrew's in a different zip code beside me over there. We can't even get handsy. It's massive, but because of the all-wheel steering, it pivots around turns. You're not dragging it or worried about coming into the other lane. It just really maneuvers nicely around these tighter roads. I just spit everywhere. And I don't feel like I'm going to drive off into that river.
Our first challenge we have over in the back way there where you see the kayaks. We're doing a midgate challenge. We'll go over the rules when we get there. But the first 4 vehicles in the lineup there will be heading there first. That is the one activity that you are doing with your partner. So you want to be a little in sync on that one. Your points that you get are collective. And then from there, we'll be moving in a clockwise fashion to the maneuverability station. Our engineers will be there to guide you through what that course looks like. You have 2 opportunities to go through the course there. They are timed, and you get points if you hit cones, points against you. And then the final station is our crab walk station. Again, you'll be going through that station twice, also timed. And then if you hit cones, that also counts against you for that one. We will be announcing a winner at our lunch after this, so it does get ugly, but good luck to everybody.
Oh, it was too early. Did I miss the whole zone? I missed the whole parking zone. Well, can't win them all, folks. GM's probably going to remove me from the event. But it is what it is, folks. Well. Dude, you're the only one of us that has a chance to get that trophy right now, because I have disqualified from this event totally. Is there a cone there?
There you go.
Is this the only truck to ever do this, or have other trucks done this?
The Avalanche back in the day, so Chevy Avalanche,
oh, yeah,
midgate, but it was all up or down. So this one's got a 60-40 split.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay.
The Escalade EXT back in the day had the similar execution to the Avalanche.
Okay. But nothing currently made
correct.
does. This is the only one. Wow.
Yeah, when we're doing like bed length comparisons, I mean, we do it against like, the Rivian midsize truck, or the, any ICE powered truck, or the Lightning, or the Cybertruck. None of them do this.
Yeah. Yeah, this is incredible.
So this is the one challenge that is the partner challenge.
Okay.
So you will be doing it together. So you want your partner to succeed here, since it helps you shine as well. So we have 17 items. You get bonus points for the larger items. So the larger items are the 2 kayaks, the cooler, and then the other point has something to do with your truck. And that is all I will say. Note here, there's some kayaks back, or paddles back here that are included, as well as the fishing rods. Some people missed those in the last round.
Sandbags are not included, and the table itself not included. Everything else got to go in.
Okay.
So you have a minute. In that minute, it's however many items you're able to get in. We'll let you know when you have a 30-minute warning, and then we'll let you know as well when it's time.
Okay.
So we'll give you guys a minute if you want to strategize.
Yeah, let's think about this.
Can you open it?
Yeah, stay right there. Feed this through. Good. All right, so we're currently at Fogarty Winery, just parked the Sierra EV. All of the competition is done. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure I disqualified myself by hitting multiple cones in the autocross part of it. Andrew has a chance though, so that's good. So we're gonna go down here. The setting for this is unbelievable. There's a Hummer up there that is just gorgeous. So they've done a really nice job of the setup of all of this. Again, they didn't say you have to say this, you have to say that. I could say it's terrible, but they've done a really nice job hosting all of us here, and I really appreciate it. So folks, as we sit here at the Thomas Fogarty Winery and we eat our freshly made Korean kimbabs, I find it very hard to say anything negative about the GMC Sierra Denali EV. However, we have to be objective. So the two things that stand out to me from a negative standpoint would be the infotainment system is good. The graphics are very good using Google Assistant, but it doesn't have Apple CarPlay. And me personally, and I think a lot of people really lean on that. With that said, once you get used to it, and one thing I try to avoid talking about in reviews is, oh, I don't know how to use this. Well, if you own the vehicle, you'll eventually get used to it. The other thing that stands out is the price. It is very expensive, but basically every electric truck that is out right now, plus this being an electric luxury truck, kind of puts it in a different league, and once the other versions come out, it will be cheaper. Other than that, there's really not that much negative to say. It delivers on the crazy range that everyone wants. It has a 10-foot, 10-inch bed when you delete the midgate. It's remarkable what they've done with it. And then this event to give us the ability to go out and test it in all these different scenarios has been really a great experience. Cheers. Folks, this is where we wanted to be. This is where we ended up. It's an absolute disgrace. I hit multiple cones through the section, but I think I did decent in the crab walk area. Nonetheless, first is all that matters. The daily motor, the Topher, first place.
The GMC Sierra EV Denali is large, it's powerful, it's quick, yet nimble because of the all-wheel steering, and the midgate delete gives you an incredible amount of space to use it as a truck and do truck things. I'm really impressed with the range and its charging capabilities, and I think this is a great addition to the current electric trucks out on the market. If you want to watch my review of the Hummer EV, click this video right here.